Yo, what's up everyone, it's Wolfie here and I hope all of you are having an amazing day today. In this video we're going to be talking about Pathfinder's new passive, and the reason I'm going to be talking about this is because if you don't know, all the scout characters, which include Pathfinder, Bloodhound and Crypto, are getting a new update which will allow them to all be able to use the recon beacon, which it was only allowed for Pathfinder's passive. And since every other character is going to be using it, it makes no sense for Pathfinder to have that as his passive. So this gives us some speculation of what's going to be happening with Pathfinder. They're going to be doing some reworks, and I want to be going through some ideas of what's going to be Pathfinder's new passive. So before we get into this video, if you guys could hit the like and subscribe button, it would mean a lot for me because I'm going to be making videos a lot more in the future. And as well, I want to be able to connect with my community and be able to make Apex Legends content for everyone that is going to enjoy it. So let's get started with this, guys. So guys, when talking about Pathfinder's new abilities, we want to have it to be able to be scout related and be able to allow us to have an advancement over enemies if we're using a scout character, being able to see things that they can't see because we're using some sort of scout ability. So I've come up with a lot of ideas thinking about, how Pathfinder could be more scout used and how it would be able to affect the enemies as well, apply advancement towards the teammates. I'm going to be going through it from best to worst ideas I've come up with, and I feel like the ideas I come up with are really good. So let's get started. So I actually don't think Pathfinder is going to get a new passive. I actually think they're going to be giving him a new ultimate ability that allows you to be able to see the enemies on the map for a certain amount of time. I don't think they're going to remove any of his other abilities, such as his grapple hook and his zip line. I feel like they're going to give him two abilities to be able to grapple hook same amount of time for 30 seconds and a zip line which will have a cooldown of 4 minutes. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but it's like having two ultimate abilities basically. But the main ultimate ability, which will be either the UAV or Blackbird, which was on Call of Duty if you've played that, allows you to be able to see enemies on the minimap, and it'd be something sort of like a radius of the Black Market Boutique. If you can see on the map right now, I am playing low bar and I did place my staff down. You can see there's a radius of how far I can be able to loot stuff. I feel like it'd be the same thing for Pathfinder. So if you know that there's enemies near you, or you think that there's enemies near you, you press the ultimate button on either PlayStation, PC or Xbox, and then Pathfinder does like a little signal, the radio goes out and you can see enemies around you. You can't see them on the screen, but you can see them on the minimap. And as well, you can't be able to see how high they are or how low they are. You just know that there's enemies near you. And this is some sort of recon ability that I think will be really useful for players who want to be able to play Pathfinder and be more of an asset to the team, not just being able to zip out, zip in and be able to grapple and now and then just like high five people. I just feel like it's going to be a really cool ability, and it will play out really well for players who want to be able to do recon. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of Crypto players might end up playing them, because when playing with Crypto you do have to sit at one spot and be able to engage in battles very slowly. But when you're playing Pathfinder now, you can be able to just get into a fight and it will be a quick thing. You'll be able to see where enemies are or see them on the minimap and be able to be like enemies there and fight and get into fights really quick. So another ability which I heard from a couple of friends that I was playing with on Apex Legends was the fact that Pathfinder could be able to grapple hook death boxes and bring them towards him to be able to either pick up their friend's death box banner or be able to just get some loot. And I think that would be really cool, but I just don't see it being much of a recon kind of thing. I can see it being helpful and being able to help people get their banners back and be able to get your team back into the game, such as Crypto. Crypto is a really good example for this. You can fly his drone out and be able to just pick up your teammate and fly back out without engaging in the fight. I think that'd be really cool to be able to do that, but I just don't see it being much of a recon kind of ability. We've already got a person who can be able to pick up banners, and it's a nice idea, but the fact that you're going to be wasting your main ability to grapple and be able to maneuver around the map just to pick up a banner and then wait another 30 seconds seems kind of pointless. I don't think that's a great idea, but this was the idea that came up. I'm not sure it was going to be used, and I don't think it's a very valid one, but I'm just going to throw that idea around that it can be able to grapple hook people's stuff and be able to bring them back to life with the respawn beacon. So when I was thinking about other abilities, I was also thinking about Pathfinder being able to dismantle zip lines. It'd be really cool, and there'd be so many great gameplay maneuvers around using Pathfinder. For example, I am on the high ground right now as low bar. If you wanted to get up there with Pathfinder and you're trying to run away from enemies, you could be able to zip line up to where I am now and then destroy the zip line, allowing the basically just giving the enemies a hard time just to be able to kill you. And it'd be really cool. I could see so many players doing this. For example, you know, there's been some games where you're just running. It's a 1v3. You're trying to run away. The enemy is really fast to get a kill on you, and you zip away. You can see that the enemies are right behind you, and it's a high ground, low ground kind of situation. You get up to the highest of the high ground, such as where I am, or even higher, and then you just cut it off, allowing them to fall down into some death pit, them just falling down, not being able to get you, and then you end up winning the game. I think that would be a really cool ability. I wouldn't say that Pathfinder can cut all the zip lines. I feel like he can only cut or destroy the ones that he's made, and you know, because I feel like if he was able to destroy all the zip lines on the game, it'd be really overpowered. And zip lines are very, very important. Players don't even know how much they use zip lines in the game, but I feel like if Pathfinder could end up destroying all the zip lines, it would be very pointless in playing the game or being able to move around the game. So I feel like it'd be really cool if Pathfinder could make his zip lines and be able to destroy his zip lines, allowing him to be able to, you know, get out of fights and be able to get back into fights. So I hope you guys enjoyed these ideas. I know there's only 4 of them, and they were just ideas I came up with and some of ideas my friends came up with, and I really feel like, you know, Pathfinder does need this kind of ability. I feel like the UAV ability would be really, really helpful, and it will benefit him a lot when playing Apex Legends and people playing him on Apex Legends. And I hope, you know, I can't wait to show the movements with the new Pathfinder, and I can't wait to play Pathfinder when he's got the new rework. When it happens, I'm going to be playing it straight away. I hope you guys liked this video. It was kind of cool to make it. I'm going to be making more in the future as well. I'm going to be making more on the funny moments. I'm going to leave you with this gameplay. This is when my teammate left me and I was just playing by myself. I won the game, by the way, and it was really cool. It was a close game and I managed to survive, and it was actually really, really cool to have this. I actually really do like playing duos. Duos is actually a really good game mode, and I'm kind of glad they added it back. It would be really cool to see solos as well, but you know, I'll stick with duos for now. I'm gonna leave you here. My name's been Wolfie, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.